Hey, hi, and hello, everybody. Welcome back. It is me, Fahey, and we are continuing our Grandpamaxxing adventure where we pursue mirth and joy and laughter in everyday situations where we're just trying to look at the world with the funniest eyes that we can. We're not trying to have anything in here that feels nasty. We're not trying to have anything in here that feels naughty. We're just trying to have a good time all the time. And I know, oh God, that's so impossible. You could never have a good time all the time. I think we're gonna get alchemical, guys. I think we're gonna turn this lead into gold at the end of the day. I think we are dabbling. We are in the Negrito right now. Right now we're in the blackened state, but we are gonna get that red sun. We are gonna get that divine union. We're going there. I did get a whiteboard. Oh no. Is that my schedule? Oh fuck. I didn't want you guys to see that. Is it fucking mirrored? Is it backwards? As you guys can see, I have a busy day. Oh god, I didn't want you guys to see this. I've got to crush, then I've got to be gay, then I've got to suck dick, then I've got to eat ass, a man's, and then I've got dinner with the homies and sex, and then to wrap it off, pray. That's all I could use the whiteboard for today. I mean, I get that people don't have this experience, but you wake up, or I wake up, and I'll literally just have something that will make me giggle and smile. And that's one of those things. As I saw that schedule in my head, I'm like, fuck, that's funny. Okay, I'm gonna do it. So we're taking a break from the I Ching for just one day. We're gonna get back to it. I guys, I gotta get this phone away from me. I gotta keep this phone away from my bed because I wake up and I look at this phone. But I saw something that fucking made me laugh so much, or it made me ponder, which was something to the extent of, do you think that Jesus had a fag scent? And this caused a great amount of inner turmoil to me. I was like, I don't know if Jesus talked gay. Maybe he had a gay voice. Because, it's all just words and pages. Maybe he talked gay. And when I thought about it deeper, I had to come to the conclusion that he probably had a bit of an uptalk. He'd probably, say, guys, do not fear. I don't know. Something a little bit sweet, but I wouldn't go so far as to say that he was explicitly talking gay. I know, guys, a lot of those disciples were boys and they were on ships together. But that's not how I see it. I don't think they were doing that. Me personally, I mean, it could have happened, guys. I was not there at the biblical times. I really do not know. I haven't studied the Bible enough to know if that's the type of shit that they were doing. So if it turns out in 40 years they prove that Judas was a spited lover, I would have to agree, I guess. But so obviously I'm just kidding around. I I don't want people to come here and say, "Oh, that white guy, he must be Christian," because a lot of people, obviously I'm infantilizing to some point, but a lot of people see a white person talk about God and they're like, "Oh, he must be a Christian." And that's racism, I'm not against that. I would go to a Christian church because I am white. That is why I do it. If I was brown, I would be a Muslim. If I probably wouldn't be Buddhist, but you guys get my idea, okay? And oh, please elaborate. Please go into the sources. No, guys. This is grandpamaxing. We're saying shit to say shit to be fun, okay? This is not serious. This is not deep. I know. Oh, it's contradictory because you will talk about philosophical ideas and you will not engage with them seriously. Yes, it is contradictory. That is the funniness of it. That the fact that it doesn't make sense to some people, that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it crazy. That's what makes it worth doing. If everybody already thought the things and said the things, what would be the point? Get it? Do you get it? Okay, if you don't, it's cool. Really, it's cool. So I personally, if I could choose, I would be, you know, part of the tribe. I've already got like half of it done. Like they already got me when I was a baby, but I mean, ideally, like that's what I would be, and not like like at synagogue. I'm not talking about that. Like that's not what I would want to do. Like I would want to be with the big boys. I would want to be with Henry Kissinger. I would want to be with Chuck Schumer. I would want to be with Ben Shapiro. I would want to be spinning dreidel with those boys. Guys, this isn't proper. I'm just going to admit it. I am subscribed to Benjamin Netanyahu's OnlyFans. It is the best content. He has clipped so well, guys. I've probably got zero point 0.5 of a skin left down there. Benjamin Netanyahu, he's got no skin there. They clipped him perfect. It's just, oh my God, what a clipping job that Moyle did to him. Oh, I would have loved to be at that bris. I tell you that much. Oh, how much do I got to donate to Israel to get a seat at that bris? To see Benjamin Netanyahu get his bris circumcision. Oh God, how do I get there? And this is me joking, obviously, guys. I'm not that. I don't want to be that. But I do believe in the goyim phenomenon. I do believe that people are goys. I was online yesterday. Sometimes I'm there, and I saw that people still eat cereal, and that is a crazy thing to me. It's obviously not good for you. I mean, unless you're a cattle. Like if you're a cattle, then yes, get your grains early in the morning. Why not? And I'm not going to elaborate. Like, I'm not going to go down the list of proteins that cereal doesn't contain. I'm not going to go down the reasons that your body can't digest those processed grains, those genetically modified grains with glyphosate sprayed on them. I'm not one of those guys anymore. I'm not a truther. You know, I'm very comfortable with people fucking up. I fuck up all the time. And I think it's like, personally, I see it as an advantage that some people are starting their day with cereal. I personally, I fast. I do intermittent fasting. I haven't had breakfast in a very long time. And I mean, cereal, guys, it's been a fucking decade. I mean, longer than that. Cereal is so stupid, guys. But again, like I'm not gonna give you guys sources. You guys are free to come to your own decisions. Maybe you have found the good cereal. Maybe you have found the proper nutrition where you can eat a bowl of cereal, processed oats, and it just makes your day so much better. If you've done that, that's great for you. I personally will not be partaking. And the Goyim phenomena is not just about the slop, guys, obviously. Like, that's a big component about it, is if you eat like shit, you think like shit. Very simple. And the main Goy thing is just media in general. Like, I used to consume the news. I used to daily be concerned with what's going on, and you really don't have to engage with it at all to get a good idea of what's going on. People are upset. They're always upset. It never changes. There's always something for people to be upset about. In September it was that guy, and I mean, recently there was a State of the Union. And you know what? I'll say a little bit of something on the State of the Union. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of people now who are super black-pilled, and they despair so much because they believe that the country is run by Israel. And that's a fair assessment. I honestly, I see how you could come to that conclusion. Am I there all the way? No, I don't. That's ridiculous to me. I think it's I just think it's something that's very helpful to make people believe. And that doesn't make sense to anybody. I say that and everybody's like, oh, what the fuck do you mean? Why would you put something out there that's not true so that people would believe it and feel bad? Oh, guys, I don't know. Why would anybody do anything for control and power, all of the power in the world? Why would anybody do anything for that? To control the minds of every single person on the planet? Why would anybody do anything like that? It doesn't. I like me. I would never do something like that. So I can't conceptualize that anybody else would ever do something like that. Because I wouldn't do that, and everybody in the world thinks just like me. So nobody would ever do anything bad because I wouldn't do anything bad, and that's that's a level that a lot of people are at. So cool. Goyim, whatever. Eat the slop. Enjoy it. I've personally, 2 months ago, I had Taco Bell. I had three Doritos Locos Tacos and Supreme with the fake sour cream, obviously. If you're not eating the sour cream chemicals, then what are you even doing? And those, what the fuck even are those tomatoes? Like, I don't know, but if you're not paying extra for those, you aren't supporting Israel effectively enough, in my opinion. And yes, these are jokes, guys. Grandpamaxxing. We are not. Have I said a serious thing today that's been serious? If I did, go, guys. It was not my intent to say anything serious. I mean, seriously, yes, cereal is unhealthy, but do I want people to not eat cereal? No. Would I prefer if cereal wasn't a thing anymore? Maybe. Maybe I would feel cool about that, but all of this stuff is spice of life, guys. All of it. It's all. This is gonna sound solipsistic or whatever, but if you can get to a point where you alchemize it and you just look at it as super funny for your entertainment. And I'm not saying that that's really the goal of cereal, is to make me laugh, that people think that that's healthy and that that's a good way to start their day. Obviously, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's funny. I'm saying it's funny, guys. That's how I see the world. It's a quote, and quotes are not always true, but this life is either a comedy or a tragedy. It's based on how you interact with it. And I see it as a comedy. I think it's all pretty funny. Uh so I started with this talking about if Jesus had the gay voice, and obviously that was not something I was going to go super deep into. I was not going to go down the genealogical records and say, well, you see, Joseph was a gay because he never fucked Mary. So that means that when the Holy Spirit conceived Mary, some of Joseph's gay entered her womb, and then Jesus came out talking lispy. Lithby. Okay, I was never going to go that deep into it. It was just an icebreaker. It was just something to get my tongue flowing. And as you guys saw, like, my schedule is jam-packed. I have to go be gay somewhere. I want to read a little bit of the Bible. And it's just, I'm not a Bible thumper, guys. Like, I don't consult this every single day. Sadly, I don't live my life according to all the values in here. I know, I wish I could. I wish I was without sin, but I sin. I sin every day. Oh God, this sinning, it's just crazy. If you guys saw the amount that I was sinning, you guys would just spit on me and point your fingers and throw stones, for fuck's sake. You guys would be stoning me if you knew all the sins that I have done. Oh God, just thinking about those sins, it makes me so covetous. When I think about my sins, I get envious of the people who don't sin, and it makes me mad. And then I do more sin. And then it's sort of like a trauma cycle loop where I sin more because of my established sin patterns. But I basically, the Jesus talking gay thing, to me, I read this, and I'm not saying you have to read it like this, obviously. I don't care. I'm not you. Have fun. Whatever is fun to you, do it, as long as you're not hurting people. Obviously, you shouldn't have to say that, but whatever. I read this, and I'm like, was Jesus saying true shit? Like, when I read that shit about the kingdom of heaven being within, is that true shit? And I have found, in my experience, in my opinion, that a lot of the time Jesus was spitting straight fucking fire knowledge. Okay? And that's literally as deep as it goes for me. I mean, I do think he was like an enlightened individual. I do think that, you guys want to get fucking schizo? Christ means anointed one. Okay? He was Jesus who was anointed. Okay? And I will take that. And for me personally, I would see Muhammad as an anointed one. Okay? I think that the parts of the Quran that I've read and the stuff that I hear from Muslims, it's all fucking awesome. It all crushes. And I know people are so, oh God, Muhammad, how could you possibly defend that? Guys, it's been a rough 25 years for the Muslims, okay? Haven't they had enough? Can't we just acknowledge when they win? Like, obviously they're crushing. Obviously. Have you guys seen Dubai? What a beautiful place. I've never been there, but those buildings, oh my God, those buildings are incredible. So obviously they're doing something right. You know, you can't create such beautiful stuff in the world and be all wrong, in my opinion. That's how I see it. Like I just look at Muslim shit and I appreciate it. And I don't call it Muslim shit when I'm in private. When I'm in private, I pray 5 times a day to the Muslims and I just go, "Oh, Muslims, please do better and continue to crush." And that's a joke. I don't pray to the Muslims, but obviously I do want to see them succeed. And then people will say, "Oh, so you want the Taliban to succeed in their goals?" No, no. What the fuck? Like, how brainwashed are we here? Like, we think that the Talibans are Islam for real? Okay, okay. I mean, I know great Muslims. I love them all. Every single little Muslim is fuck. I would just kiss them on the rug. I would kiss their rug that they pray on. Please do not behead me for that. Okay, this is from the Sermon on the Mount, and I find the whole Sermon on the Mount very beautiful. And again, like when I read the Bible, I'm like, is this true shit? And the whole Sermon on the Mount to me is true shit. And I stumble, guys. There's these blocks on the ground and I stumble, and sometimes I'm not as merciful as I should be. And sometimes I don't turn the cheek when I really should turn the cheek. And people will ask me for my coat, and I don't give them my coat. I keep my coat to myself, which is, it's all sin, guys. It's all, when I keep my coat to myself to be warm, and there's a person asking for my coat, I should give him my shoes as well. Okay? I get it, but very, very far from acting it. For this reason, oh, this is Matthew 6, right? Yeah, 6. Matthew 6:25. And my study Bible, this is a MacArthur study Bible, just so you guys know I'm reading from the correct book, unless you guys personally think that this is the incorrect book, in which case, how would I cope with that? I was actually not being honest when I said it was a MacArthur study Bible. I actually meant to say that it was whatever translation you think is the correct translation, because it's very important that you get the correct translation. Yes, I'm somewhat of a biblical scholar. I understand all of the numbers. I can look at Adam's lineage and I can tell you the metaphysical implications of every name in the line of Adam and how it all encodes the promise of Jesus' death and resurrection. And then you get the guy that's like, yes, but that's actually what Adam's lineage translates into, is the promise of Jesus. Are you like making fun of that? Yes, I'm making fun of it, but I get that it's true. I get that that's what the words mean, okay? I'm just saying it in a way that makes me smile, okay? I'm grandpamaxing. Right now, guys, I want to say I'm in my 80s, but I'm in my 70s mentally, okay? So I'm not grandpamaxed, but I'm grandpamaxing. I'd say 76 right now. It feels like a good, ripe old age for me to identify with. For this reason, For this reason, I say to you, do not be worried about your life as to what you will eat or what you will drink, nor for your body as to what you will put on it. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds of the air, that they do not sow, nor reap, nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not worth much more than they? And who of you, by being worried, can add a single hour to his life? And why are you worried about clothing? Observe how the lilies of the field grow. They do not toil, nor do they spin. Yet I say to you that not even Solomon in all his glory clothed himself like one of these. But if God so clothes the grass of the field, which is alive today and tomorrow is thrown into your furnace, the furnace. Oh my God, this translation. Will he not much more clothe you, you of little faith? And I do think he would probably say that a little bit gay. You have little faith. That's how I would interpret it in my heart. You have little faith. Do not worry then, saying, what will we eat, or what will we drink, or what will we wear for clothing? For the Gentiles eagerly seek all these things. For your heavenly Father knows that you... I guess I can't read today. I didn't pick up on that. For the Gentiles eagerly seek all these things, for your heavenly Father knows that you need all these things. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. So do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will care for itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys, I feel so peaceful. I was foaming at the mouth earlier, and then I read this good shit, and I can do that now. I can sigh a breath of relaxation. Why worry? Why? We worry all the time. It doesn't help at all. It literally never helps. I chose to read this because I wanted to do like a quantum thing, and I feel like the worry thing is very important. A lot of people are worried. I get it, guys. I get it. There's some times where I'm like, oh, what if, oh, will it? Okay, but I can recognize the thing, and I can recognize, oh, this is not helping me. I need to stop worrying. And then I focus on something that makes me laugh and smile, like making a schedule where the joke is that I have a 9 to 5 sucking dick and eating man ass, okay? Just have fun. Stop worrying about shit. I mean, maybe you are convinced that somehow your worry will lead to a fuller expression of your life. And honestly, you should do that. You should do that to be an example to other people. And that's so cold. That's so callous. That is me being a dickhead. That's like me being super fucking rude by saying that people should invite that spirit of worry and suffering into their lives to be an example. But that's just how I feel at this point, it's so simple. Like that to me is so simple. If you worry, you will not gain anything. Tomorrow will worry for itself. So do not worry. And that's why I love this Jesus guy, guys. It's because all of his shit is basically just don't fucking worry. You're good. You won. And I know, oh, was he really the Son of God? Is he God? Is he the Trinity? Is he Holy Ghost? Is he a Gnostic? Did he think that there's a demiurge that sent us into this world to suffer? Is he not a real person even? Is he Jewish? All of this stuff, guys, I know, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. None of it ever mattered. It was all just distractions to make you not read the words and internalize the concept. The kingdom of heaven is within. Do not fear. More and more and more stuff. Your God is like the Father waiting for his reprobate son to come back. Or something like that, there's an enemy and he has sowed these seeds to make you despair. And they will be burned away, and they will fumble because they have no foundation, they have no root. They're like houses built to top sand. I know, guys. It doesn't matter who the man was. What matters is what he said. And he said very, very true shit. It's the same thing when we read this I Ching. Could I tell you the Chinese man that wrote the I Ching? Fuck no. Do I know the history of the I Ching? Fuck no. Do I care? No. Does that make me uninformed, unintelligent, unintelligible? Yes, maybe. I don't fucking care. I do not worry about it, guys. I am Grandpamaxxing. I know it's, what is he, what does that mean? He keeps saying it. It's branding, guys. If you repeat it enough, it becomes true. I'm just conditioning you over and over again. If you listen to these videos, you will understand Grandpamaxxing. I don't even understand it fully at this point, but I'm just going to keep on saying it when I get an emotional feeling that, oh, this is a time when you should say Grandpamaxxing, because this is the period for the end of the sentence. But yeah, I love this shit, I'm not gonna read it line by line because I have to go be gay and suck dick and eat ass, man ass, and at the end of the day, I'll pray about it. But before I read this today, I've already got some stuff highlighted. I'll just read the highlighted sentences. Do not be worried about your life. Yes, just stop. Just, guys, let's not worry. Like, if we're trying to be effective grandpas, the little ones are going to get so scared if we start worrying and we tell them about all the things that we worry about. They're going to be troubled. And when we see the kids troubled, we're going to be like, oh, yes, that my worries are correct. Yes, because other people are worried. That must mean that my worries are true and good. And it's not what we're going for, guys. We are trying to be kind old men. Okay? Guys, that's what we want, is to be effective grandpas. Is not life more than food and the body more than clothing? Maybe you guys should eat cereal and maybe you will have a good time. Because your life is not your food, okay? You can eat the slop. You can eat the McDonald's. It's okay. It's not like I'm not recommending it. I'm not saying you should go to McDonald's. Obviously, that's terrible, but I mean, it's terrible health-wise. It's not terrible spiritually. It's not terrible as in you will eat a Big Mac and you have now cut yourself off from God, I know that there's people who take it that far where they say, oh, if you eat that shit and the chemicals get into your stomach and the glyphosate gets into your intestinal lining and all the heavy metals, guys, you will not be able to receive God's voice in your head. I get it. I know that's what people say. Has it been proven? No. I mean, I don't know. Are we gonna get to a point in the world where there is no McDonald's and no cereal? No. So let's just do with it what we can. Let's at least have fun that McDonald's exists. Guys, I love that Ronald the McDonald. Ugh. When he was on the screen with those children, I felt so comfortable deep in my soul. I was just like, oh, yeah, that's comforting to see that clown with those kids. This is not creepy at all. What a very good advertising strategy, this Ronald McDonald. It is. It was effective advertising because I remember it. But was it not creepy? I would say it was creepy. And who of you, by being worried, can add a single hour to his life? It's actually quite the opposite. Guys, if you're following this clavicular, which I say as a joke, obviously I'm not looking up clavicular content. I don't know what the guy says at all. He makes words. That's cool. Like the mogging thing is super funny to me. Maxing in general, obviously, that's super funny to me. And his cortisol spiking thing, that's what I was getting at. Cortisol spiking is a funny concept, and it's also, so simple. Yes, don't let your cortisol spike. If people are stressing you, nobody is forcing you to be around the stressful people. It's your choice at the end of the day. I mean, unless you need to go to an office where you're sitting across from somebody who makes you very anxious all the time and you cannot quit that job because you are $50,000 in debt. And, I understand. But even then, it's still you have headphones. Surely there must be a way where you do not let that person's worry enter into you, right? Am I just spitballing? Am I just talking? Do I have a source for that? I honestly, guys, I don't have a source for that. That it is your choice to engage with other people's emotional delusions or whatever. Yeah, I can't. I don't have the source, but that's just my feeling about it is just don't be troubled by troubled people. Let them stumble, let them fumble, have fun. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Okay, so another thing with the, like, I don't want to come across as a Christian to you guys. I'm not of the opinion that you die and you either go to heaven or hell, okay? That's ridiculous in my opinion, that's ridiculous. I think, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're in that samsara, guys. I'm not gonna fucking put any coins on it. I'm not gonna go all in on samsara, wheel of reincarnation and suffering or whatever. But I do think that it's probably kind of how it works is you die and then you wake up and then you die and then you wake up and on and on and on and on until you start to get it. But this is Jesus Christ. What's your source for that? Oh, you believe that because you've heard a whole bunch of yogis and mystics and enlightened people who you perceive to be enlightened. Those religious people, you believe them? Well, that's interesting. It says a lot about you, Fahey, that you believe those people. I'm not even fully invested in it. It's just that's when I hear that, I'm like, oh yeah. It's that simple, guys. It's intuition. It's just, oh, that makes sense. You know? Okay. I'm cool with that. If that's the case, I'm cool with it. And so when it says seek first his kingdom, I don't take that as seek that when you die you go to the special good place. I don't think that's what our lives should be. I think we are here to have experiences and to fuck up and stumble, and I think at the end of the day it's all just information. It's all just data points, really. And that makes, guys, I'm German. Okay, I'm a German man. I do think there is a way to reduce all of this stuff to numbers. Am I going to do that personally? No. No, I'm not a gematria guy. I just do think that most things, maybe all things, can be quantified in some sense. And oh my God, I don't have a source. There's no source, guys. I mean, there is a source up there, but I'm just fucking spitballing, guys. I am grandpamaxxing. If you were on my lap right now, I would say the same shit to you. And would it matter what either of us took away from the experience in the grand scheme of things? Fuck no. Obviously. And like there's a paradox there where like all of this stuff kind of matters, but it also really doesn't matter. And do I have the rectification for that? No. No, I don't get it all because I'm a man. I was born here, there are things outside of here that I cannot conceive of. Even if if I was gonna pop a tab of LSD, I would see incredible, beautiful, wonderful shit that I would not be able to understand fully. I would have to look at it like a child and go, oh yeah, oh wow, oh yeah, mm-hmm. So obviously, guys, we're going all over the place. We are going all over the place. This is stream of consciousness shit. If you're not here for it, you're not here for it. Go fuck off. So do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will care for itself. Yes. Yes. Until you die, there will always be a tomorrow, and it doesn't matter what you worry about. I mean, it kind of matters in the sense that you will attract it towards you. If the more worried you are, the more it will come your way. You know? Okay, guys, can I go be gay now? Now that I've done 33 minutes. That's fine by me. So I hope this was fun. Guys, it really is grandpamaxxing. Like, if you're looking at this and you're upset, be upset. Okay, it's cool. I'm a grandpa. I'm not going to let it upset me. Okay, it's all, oh, this is not true. What you're going to say is not true. It is all funny. It's all funny. It's all funny unless you think it's not funny, in which case it's all tragedy or whatever. Okay, that's how I'm engaging with the life, and there will be a point where I have more responsibilities, and there will be things that I will be like, oh, that's not very funny because that affects somebody that I directly care about. I'm not there yet. Right now, I'm in the Negretto, guys. Right now, if we're gonna be alchemical about it, I'm in the Negretto, the blackened phase, and I'm enjoying my time being black. Okay, I could be upset about it and be like, oh, I'm black and I'm and I'm not the red sun or whatever the fuck, but that's just not how I see it. So guys, I do hope you enjoyed. I do hope we've culminated a more grandpa-ish spirit. Oh God, guys, I just want to see us all in wheelchairs by the end of the day, for fuck's sake. Can we all just get old and crippled, for fuck's sake?